cross over to Emma James now at Media Watch. Good evening to you. You've got more on the Facebook CEO meeting with the France CEO, I suppose, the French president himself, looking at ways to tackle hate speech and extremism online.
Yes, absolutely. France has been very strong in suggesting that social media companies need to have a duty of care to their users, despite the fact that, of course, it's not them who are posting these things online. Now, Mark Zuckerberg came out of this meeting saying he was encouraged and optimistic, although this image perhaps doesn't look like they had the best of times in that discussion, but maybe it's just one of those unfortunate photographs. Of course, this meeting comes just one day after one of the co-founders of Facebook wrote an opinion piece in the New York Times saying it is time to break up Facebook. Worth noting that he no longer has a financial stake in it, which is interesting to note. But he says Facebook has too much power. It's unprecedented and un-American, he says. He says that Facebook has the ability to monitor, organise and censor the conversations of 2 billion people. Now, here in France, what some people are a little concerned about is just how much of a role the government could have in censoring or monitoring conversations on social media. This person taking to Twitter to say Zuckerberg and Macron having their consultation this Friday against hate online. Translation, help me destroy my opposition, censor my critics and promote me as a great man. Because, of course, at the moment, Emmanuel Macron has plenty of critics out there. The Gilets jaunes protesters still going strong and certainly very much present online and on Facebook. This woman who describes herself as a Twitter handle is Angry Nurse, I think it's best to say, says that she has already been restricted on Facebook. She has almost 12,000 followers in the run-up to the European elections because she talks about politics and the like and is deemed to potentially be an influence on the elections. So I took a look at her Facebook page. There doesn't seem to be anything terribly misleading there. It's not fake news. It's opinion. Yes, she's commenting on the Yellow Vest protests. Yes, she's commenting also on the way in which they're policed, which is interesting. But this just appears, to my untrained eye, to look very much like it is just free speech. Another area that is voicing concern is La Quadrature du Net. They are a French advocacy group for digital rights, and they say that France is in danger of creating a law against anti-Macron hatred. And the thing that they cite in particular is this image here, which the police actually asked Google to remove. Emmanuel Macron there has been photoshopped into an image of Pinochet, the Chilean dictator, and of course behind him you can see his Prime Minister Edouard Philippe and Christophe Castaner, the Interior Minister. The police stepped in, a department that deals with cybercrime, to say that this should be removed. It doesn't appear to have been removed, but interestingly, they won't comment on quite why they asked for this. Normally, it's very extreme images that they get involved with, such as things like the interior of the Bataclan in the wake of the terror attack. They asked for that to be removed.
And that's correct.
Rightly so. This one, to me, appears to be political satire.
It's that difference. When is it satire and when does someone decide, oh, this is actually sort of making me look bad, so let's take it off? And that's the key, isn't it?
Yes.
That could be happening. OK, so Facebook then under pressure for some time over failed to tackle extremism on the site. And it seems there's actually, a lot of work still to be done.
Very much so. Facebook actually released a statement towards the end of last year talking about what they were doing to try to stay ahead of the terrorists. They removed more than 15 million posts last year, but of course have received huge amounts of criticism for not being faster to remove the videos of the shooter in Christchurch who attacked the mosque. His attack there was streamed live and the videos, some still remain now. They're still having trouble removing them. Amazingly, in the first 24 hours after that attack, that video was shared 1.5 million times in different ways. So it is a huge job that they have. Interestingly, though, Facebook are actually creating some of their own problems when it comes to posts promoting terrorism. Because the sort of year in review videos that they send out with jaunty music and lots of thumbs up.
Yeah.
Well, they've actually been doing that even with posts that should have been flagged up as being terror-related.
Because it's just an automatic thing that happens.
It's an algorithm.
It's
It's artificial intelligence. It's supposed to spot it. But what we have seen online have been images like this, where you've got the jihadi flags, a burning American flag, and a little thumbs up
with a
and
thumb
a
up
heart.
like that. Facebook have certain things to sort out in their own backyard,
Very
don't
much
they?
so.
Emma, thank you very much indeed. Emma James with Media Watch. Great to see you. Catherine Bennett with The Business, thank you. And thanks to you for watching too. Stay with us. More to come here live from Paris.